Nomadic Fanatic finishes his catastrophe. Some Vancity Vanlife news, and Cat Lady Van, yeah, she didn't feel comfortable, so she skedaddled. Well, it cooled down a little bit. It's not 97 anymore. It's a balmy 95. It was 87 degrees at 9 o'clock this morning. And now here in the afternoon, yep, it is 95, which, again, isn't as bad as it was yesterday. But it is very, very hot outside. I got some stuff done today, but I thought I'd make a video real quick. And so let's go ahead and get into it. First thing is the Germ. The Germ lost his beloved dog. His dog was 12 years old. So condolences to the Germ for losing his buddy, his friend, his pet. It's always tough when we lose pets, but again, we live a lot longer than they do. But anybody doesn't know the Germ is from way back in the Boyd days. Been around forever, and he's into gaming, not the like today present gaming stuff. He's into the old school stuff and going in and finding, you know, old Nintendo games and things like that. So that's what the Germ's into. That's not all, but yeah, he's a pretty cool dude. Go over and check out the Germ. And then I checked, and as of the time of this filming, still nothing from Mike yet. So I don't know. It's a little bit worrisome to me, honestly. It's odd. Mike should be doing something by now, but nothing from Mike. But it's hot out here, so let's go inside. Ah, yes, much better. Gotta love the inventor of air conditioning. Yes, that's right. It's nice in here. All right, let's start with in here anyway. Let's continue on with Campulance Man. He did a 1 hour video. Yeah, well, not quite. It was technically 57 and 40 some. So just under 58 minutes. But, you know, he's going home to mommy's in upstate New York. And on his travels, he did see a cool rig. I mean, it is a pretty cool rig. So he stopped and showed us that, which was quite interesting. But the rest, I mean, I kind of skimmed through some of it. I did watch most of it, though. Now, I'm sure he's a nice guy and all, good old Dave, but, I mean, he gets to rambling and then he shoots off on some tangent. And he takes like a 3-minute story and stretches it out to 20 minutes and lots of road shots. But the rig was cool. The big rig that he saw in the parking lot, pretty cool when he was taking the dog out. But other than that, it was just a very, very long video about a whole lot of nothing, in my humble opinion. All right, moving right along to Tater. Tater, the video was all about the cat thing, that big catastrophe, the catastrophic cat monstrosity, whatever you want to call it thing. It's huge. We took a tour of it. He put the camera in and through. This is how you get in here. You walk behind the seat, you jump up here, then you jump up here, then you can either go 2 ways. So we took a tour of the inside. He painted it. Like a beach sandy color, I guess. He put carpet in, and he was just so tickled with himself that he got carpet in there and he did it, and which was, I mean, hey, I guess it's the little accomplishments that mean a lot. Good for him. I'm glad he got it done, and it is the only thing in the bus that he literally did himself. He didn't have anybody else do all the stuff for him, and he didn't say, I want this. He actually did it. So hoorah, pat on the back. There you go. He did something. And this thing, it's still, the way it sticks over the driver's seat, it just bothers me. And someone left in a comment in another video and said, well, how much headroom does a car have? Well, a car doesn't have headroom. Every car I've ever owned, unless it was chopped, it had lots more headroom than that thing does. A whole lot. My roof of my car or anything is not that far from the top of my headrest. No. And to have those cats up there and everything, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's a feasible, safe thing for anybody, the driver or the cats. It's just, I don't know. And he's also talking about making a catwalk from that big giant monstrosity along the side of him, up across the front, up top there, over the dashboard, and then above the side door, and then down the side. Now granted, okay, I understand. Cats do like to be up high, they like to climb around and do stuff. But when you're stationary, or if you're in a house and you have catwalks, I know people that cut holes in their walls so their cats can go through to the next room in their little catwalks or anything. Yeah, but while you're driving, you want cats sitting right above your head on this little platform to come flying off or jumping down your lap when you're driving and is that a red light? I don't know, there's a cat in my face. It doesn't make any sense at all. And then to have them walk across and walk up there, if they fall down or jump down in front of you, it's so dumb. It's so dumb and irresponsible. I mean, for Mr. Cat Lover, that it doesn't make any sense. Unless he's going to keep them from doing that when it's driving, it makes no sense. And I don't care if you're a cat lover. I don't care if you're a tater lover. It's dumb. It's very dangerous for everybody involved. Now, Tater does explain why he has cat hair on his shirts all the time, and he just doesn't care. It's because he loves his cats, and he loves on them and squeezes them and pets them. Well, do you hug them from the back? I mean, the whole back of your shirt's covered in hair and everything. But again, that's neither here nor there. If you're loving on your cats, why would you want them walking around up there in front of the windshield and above your head? I don't know. It just seems very unsafe to me. But anyway, his cat catastrophe is complete. That's pretty much was the whole video. He didn't really do or talk about anything except that big giant monstrosity. So there you go. That's what Tater did. All right, Chrome from Vancity Vanlife. He didn't list the van yet. I told you yesterday that he was going to list the van. Well, he didn't list it yet because he didn't get things quite done. He was busy, but he has all the pictures and he's all ready, and I think he's going to do it now. I'm not going to say he is because he might make me a liar once again, but he did get all the fronts. Got all the fronts to replace from Overland Interiors. What's up, Andy? What's going on, buddy? But yeah, there you go. See, he's taking all the custom door and drawer and everything, cabinet fronts off, and replacing them with plain ones. And so I think after that's all done, since Andy sent him the good stuff, I think that's the final piece that's going to make it go and be listed. If not today, tomorrow. Again, that's what he said, not just me. I'm just reporting what he said. Don't make me out to be the bad guy. But speaking of Overland Interiors and Andy, for years now, whenever Andy ships something to Chrome, he always packs it in sawdust. So whenever Chrome opens a box, sawdust flies everywhere. This time Andy was nice. He actually put the sawdust in a bag and put it in there so it didn't fly around. But he did, however, stick to tradition and pack the sawdust. Way to go, Andy. All right, now we got a cat lady van. You know, Emmy, Chrome's ex. They dated for a while. They're still buddies. They're still friends. That's nice that they can still get along. But yeah, she was out and about, and she was going to stay at a Walmart, and she was like, no, I just don't feel right. It doesn't feel safe. It doesn't seem right. And she said, we'll get out of here. And she did go down the road, and she found a different Walmart where she did feel a little bit better. So she decided she was going to stay at that Walmart instead of the other one, which is always, you know, we preach that a lot here on this channel, and a lot of the other people do. Especially the solo female travelers and even the dudes. It doesn't matter what you are, who you are. if you're alone or if you are a couple. If you pull into some place, whether it be a Walmart parking lot or even out in the middle of nowhere, and you get that kind of creepy feeling and you go, no, something just don't seem right. Just drive on off. Go somewhere else. There's another place down the road. Always trust your gut, and that's for sure. We always talk about that. And then she did something I thought was pretty interesting. She talked about, truck stop etiquette, I guess, if you will. It's just basically her rule. It's the way she treats things. And, she said even though it is considered a travel center for travelers, she knows that it's important for the truckers. It's their job. They're out there. They can only drive so many times. They have their logbook. They have to be, they need a place to stop and park and eat and shower and everything. But they do have kind of like their home on wheels like these guys do now. Some of these trucks are loaded, but still, they need the place. It's their job. So she doesn't get up first thing in the morning and go shower, because she understands that that's when most of the truckers are there and they're going in and they're using the showers and they're eating breakfast and then they're hitting the road. So she waits and does stuff like that. So it's pretty interesting that she is actually thinking of others, the other people on the road, and not just, well, I live in my vehicle and I can go do what I want. So yeah, it's it's nice to see that somebody, actually thinks of others sometimes. All right, now I want to wind this one up and get a little bit political, but this pertains to the Wheeled Wonders and everybody, but especially the Wheeled Wonders. California is the way things are with all their projected things of what's going on with taxes increases and refinery, all kinds of things. But everything that comes into play, the prices are expected to climb up to $8 a gallon. $8 a gallon. And no, you can't blame the Orange Man, because it's not that way across the United States. This is a Cali thing. This is Gavin and the Goofball Squad that are doing it to California. And I just brought this up, one, because I talk about the Wheeled Wonders, and if you guys are planning on going to California, keep that in mind. Definitely fill up somewhere else if you're going to go into there, because I don't think you're going to want to spend $8 a gallon when you only get 8 miles to the gallon. But I think it's funny because, everybody talks about, the tariffs, but nobody talks about the stuff that Cali does. That they raise the price of this and that and housing, and they raise taxes on everything. And now they're doing this gas thing and imposing taxes, extra taxes on that. And they're just passing legislation in the beginning of next month, July, a bunch of new firearms legislation going on in California, where they're going to tax this, and you got to get a background check to get a bullet, and all kinds of stuff. Some of it's already signed, some of it's going into effect. Some of it they're still working on. But the whole point is that I find interesting is the ones that they stand up for and go, oh, these people, you want them to have ID and they can't afford ID, so you're keeping them from voting because these poor folks, they can't afford an ID. Well, let me tell you what, if you can't afford an ID to vote, to show that you actually can vote, you sure as hell can't afford $8 a gallon for gas. And you sure as hell can't afford to protect yourself with all the wacky legislation in California. And when it comes right down to it, if you can't afford an ID so you can go vote, then you sure as hell certainly can't afford to live in the great state of California with good old Gavin Newsom behind the helm. But you don't have to agree with me. That's never the point here. What's the point?
This is Blind Views, and that's how I see it.
What we do here is go back.